Welcome back to another gameplay video. This is Ken Erickson, and in this video we're going to show you how to exchange cards. So what basically happens is after you draw your cards, you'll look at your 3 spell cards, you look at your element cards, and you'll see if you have enough cards there to be able to cast a spell. Now, we don't want it to be where you have to wait turn after turn after turn collecting a whole bunch of cards before you can actually cast a spell. We would like everybody to be able to cast a spell the very first turn. And if you aren't able to do that, we're going to do that here because we picked in cards specifically for this tutorial. But let's say we couldn't, or we didn't want to cast these spells for whatever reason. We can actually exchange the cards, much like you would in poker. You give up a certain number of cards, you get a number of cards back. But we have kind of a different kind of exchange rate you can do. So what we have is, if I wanted to, I could exchange this spell card for another spell card. So I could take this one here, and I can pull up another card, and it would be a 1-to-1 exchange rate. Right? So I go, okay, great. I get rid of my Nightmare Firestorm, and I get my Summon Earth Elemental. Same thing goes with the element cards. You can actually discard one element card, and you can draw a replacement element card. And yeah, you can do that as many times. You can do that for as many cards as you want all at once. Now, let's say though that you actually didn't want you didn't like that spell, the Nightmare Firestorm, but you also didn't like, you felt like you needed some more elements to cast maybe the Arcane Boulder or the Frostbeam there. So if that's the case, then we have an exchange rate for that as well. It's not a 1-to-1 though; it's a 1-to-2. So you would go to discard your spell card, but then you can actually draw 2 element cards to replace it. Or you can actually go the other way as well. You can actually take and you say, it's like, I don't want this Earth card, so I'm going to discard that Earth card. And then I'm going to discard this Fire card as well. I don't want either one of those, but I'd like to get a spell card to replace it. And then what you could do is discard these 2 to get 1 spell in return as a replacement. So it's a 2-to-1. We figure that spell cards are worth basically twice as much as element cards. Discard 2 element cards to earn 1 spell, or discard 1 spell card to get back 2 element cards. So that's how we have it set up with the exchange policy. And it's really important with the exchange policy, exchange cards, is that it happens all at once. So let's say I'm looking at this, and I have a couple things I want to do. You actually have to do all at once. This is what you can't do. Let me show what you can't do. I'm going to go ahead and discard this Nightmare Firestorm, and let's take a look at what spell I get here. And it's like, oh, cool, look at that. I got myself a Summon Earth Elemental. Awesome. I wanted to Summon Earth Elemental, but I don't have a shield card. Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to discard this Fire right here, and let's see if I can get my shield card. And you go, no, I didn't get it. Okay, let me discard this Earth card here, and then let's see if maybe I can get a shield card here. You can't do it that way. That's how Ethan wants to do it, and that's just cheating. So we made a rule against that one. You have to do all of it at one time. So what you'll basically do, let me get these cleared off here. Let's see, this will make a little more sense. You just make your choices all at once, and then you execute them all at once, right? So put this back in its place. All right, so we say, you know what? I'm going to discard that Firestorm. I'm going to go ahead and discard this Earth card as well. And you don't have to show these to your opponent. You can actually just flip them over and discard them. And I'm going to go ahead and discard this one here as well. And what I'd like to do in return is I think I'd like to go ahead and get, with this, I could get 4 elements, right? I could do 1, 2, 3, 4 elements, or I could do 1 spell, 2 spells, right? These two elements could get me another spell there. Or if I wanted to, I could do a mixture. I could do 1 spell and I could do 2 elements. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's just keep it simple. I'll discard these, and then I'll flip them over, right? And like so. And I'm gonna say I would like to get a new replacement spell card right there. I'd like to get 2 new replacement element cards right there. So you make sure that you make your choice ahead of time, discard it, and then draw all at once at the very beginning of the round before you do anything else. If you do anything else during that round, you cannot go back and do this discard round. So I hope that kind of clears that up, because it's probably not exactly clear in the written rules, so I want to make sure we clarify that really well for you. And I think that makes the game a lot more interesting and strategic as well, because you have to think through exactly what you want to accomplish in this turn, or maybe planning ahead to future turns. Thanks so much, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll have some other ones for you as well.